Hi guys, how we doing? It's Tom here. So, got another tutorial for you, and it's about Shopify's access tokens. So, before you could go and get create a custom app in here in your Shopify store settings, and then get an access token, which you could then do using your requests and build your own custom apps. But from the start of the year, they've depreciated this. So the only way you can get this is the way I'm going to show you now. So you need to go to Dev Dashboard, which I'll put the links in the docs along with this video. And then we're going to just name this token test. Wait for that to create, and then so you'll see a screen like this, almost quite similar to the previous way when you'd go into custom apps. You've got select the scopes that you want. So we're just going to do this for products for the moment. Just keep it simple. That's what you need to do really, apart from this bit. So redirect URL, which will be crucial later. So if you go to this site, webhook.site, and then get your unique URL here, copy that and paste that in there. And that's pretty much it for that. And then you can go release, we'll go version 1, release. So that's the first step. Now what we need to do is if we go into here, click on version 1, we've got all our information here. So I'm just gonna get this template I've made, copy that, paste that there. So my store this is my test store, which I use for stuff like this. So I'm just going to copy that in here. Again, all these URLs are in the docs I'll provide with the video, and then the client ID. So actually, we'll go and get the client ID later. But we need the scope. So the scopes are here. We're just gonna replace that. And then the redirect URL, which is here. So just make sure we copy all of that. Paste that there. And then we just need the client ID. So to get the client ID from your app, you go to settings and go to here. Well, yeah, just copy client ID here. And then we just want to copy that there. So that's our URL. So all we need to do now is take that URL and stick it in the browser. And that should install, there we go, install the app on our admin dashboard. So you can install, what that's done, it's sent a webhook signal to this website. And this is the crucial part. This is the bit that we need. We need this code here. So we're going to copy that. And what I would do just to be safe is to just close this. And then we're going to copy our code there. And then, so we're nearly done now in all fairness. So what we're going to do now is just get a terminal open. Yeah. So just get any old terminal open. And then what we want to do is from using the code that we've got and our client ID and the client secret, which I'll show you how to get the client secret in a minute, we want to get the access token. So I've got this post request URL we can use. So I'm just going to get this here. Give us one sec. Copy that there. And then, so yeah, so we want to go back into our app, copy our secret, client secret, paste that in there, paste that in there. And then our code, get our code. So I'll just run you through this now quickly. Let me just show you. So this is the post request we're going to make to get the access token. So this is the URL for my store. This is the client ID. This is the client secret, and then this is the code that we got just from the webhook in here. So we're just gonna send that off now. And you can see we've got a response here, which is our access token. So this is brilliant. So now what we can do is test that. So we're going to keep that access token there. You can copy it and keep it somewhere safe. So I'll do that. I'll copy it there. And then we've got this. So we're just going to copy, get my access token, and let me just walk you through this as well quickly. So hopefully this works. So again, we're sending another post request to my store, which is there. And these are just the headers for the post request. And then we've got our query, which is get products, first products, and just get that ID and title. And you can see in the header as well, we've got the access token that we got from the previous request and copied it in there. So that all looks correct to me. So we can test this now. And you can see I've only got 4 products in the store, but you can see it's returned the products with their ID and title. So yeah, that's the new way to get the access token. It was a little bit simpler back in the day, but they've changed that now, and that's just the way it is. So yeah, just make sure when you get your access token, put it in your .dev environments in whatever application you're using, just so it's not open to anyone to kind of take it. And so yeah, and then all these other things like we've gone through today, like the client ID, the client secret, which is this one here. I'm pretty sure, no, that was the code, but even the code. So the code, the client ID, the secret, the client secret, which is one of these, I think it was. Make sure to keep those safe. Don't send them to anyone. Don't show them to anyone, because it's just at your own risk, really. And it's just a best practice to keep everything secure and private. So yeah, I hope that's helped. I was a bit confused when they started depreciating these custom apps, and I was like, "How are we going to do this?" And I couldn't find a way to do it. But yeah, hopefully that helps you guys with whatever apps you're developing.